NMP LOL. Alright, I'm curious. He talks about his IRL setup. I'm kind of curious to learn.
Hey, I'm NMPLOL, and this is my IRL stream setup.
Is this paid promo or what?
I used to actually like do tech for my old roommate Soda Poppin' because he'd always want to do like something new. Kind of had a passion for technology. Have like a math brain, even though I can't remember any of the stuff from college, but before people even did any sort of IRL streaming, and I'd actually like want to figure it out. I spent about 6 hours getting his backpack to work, and we're gonna be live for 15 minutes. I did it for him, and it worked pretty well. And I was like hard stuck, if you will, on Twitch playing games, because the way it works on Twitch is you kind of have to find something that separates you from the pack. I started doing like the IRL stuff and the transition, like the kitchen streams and leaving the house. Most people didn't do that because back then, to switch from gaming.
How long is back then?
Turn off their stream, right? When you do that, you lose most of your viewers. I figured out how to do that without going down, so we could transfer, quite easily, and it really just took off. I had a different backpack at the time. I was having trouble with it. Random Fs, this and that. When everything disconnects, it's like the worst thing on the planet. And I got TVU backpacks, and let me tell you, it was solid from the beginning. Like the tech was different. I had like the home server in my house, which you could control a little bit easier. The backpack itself is lighter. The hotspot battery plate, amazing. You just pop, done. You can add an external battery, so even if you unplug it,
Yeah,
then it still stays on.
I thought this was just a video that he made. I didn't realize it's hella sponsored. But what bag is this though? This is not the normal one that everyone has. This is like just some random one. I was thinking, because like the way I have mine, I'm pretty happy with my setup right now, but I could expand to like having the same thing that Sweaty Pedals has, that like mini computer thing, and then I could have more cameras on the go easier.
It lets you be live.
But I don't know if game's fucked like making it too complicated. I feel like now it's already complicated enough.
My favorite part about using TVU, it's like the support system and like the team that comes with it.
TVU beat live view? Really?
I've never been like left out hanging or something didn't work. It's all like super user friendly. In fact, I have a head mod called Oro. She's not a tech person at all. She has trouble like changing out the sticks of RAM in her computer, but she has straight up mastered like the scene swapping, use the websites if she has to. If she has to sync up the camera.
What the heck was that?
Computer. But
is that all the connections?
Mastered like the scene swapping, use the website.
T-Mobile, ATT, T-Mobile, ATT, T-Mobile, T-Mobile. What's the point of having the same? So like there's 3 networks in US, T-Mobile, ATT, and Verizon. To be fair, Verizon has the shittest coverage. So I guess they just didn't even bother. Those are the modems, yeah. Well, see, like the way I have my phone is I have T-Mobile, ATT, and Verizon. But maybe the bonding is not as good as when it's like these things. And he's trying to get 6,000 kilobits per second.
If she has to sync up the camera, she can sync them up, and she controls my home computer from her house in Europe. Maybe I'm biased, but I think she's the best mod on Twitch, like hands down, because she can just do everything. We did a trip to San Diego, and if you look from, Austin, Texas, San Diego, it's straight west, and there's not much stuff out there. I was lucky enough to
I wonder if it drops.
PS1, right? And that was the real game changer, because the second that I was able to put multiple inputs on one pack, it became like night and day difference. Because the first time I tried to have like an individual switcher, and every time you hit a speed bump, it would go black, right? Because it wasn't meant for the road.
I think it won't F anymore.
1, 2, 3 together.
He's got the Atom Mini. I have an Atom Mini here too.
Once we got the new pack, it became quite easy. And the car itself actually has Starlink on top. In fact, it runs its own internet too. So we had 6 different internet sources in the one pack. And the back end makes it really easy for someone like Oro to pop around from camera to camera to camera to camera. And the entire way, the stream didn't cut out one time. You can actually even just like pop out of the car with it too. So it was great. The pack held up the whole time, car held up the whole time. Left with
I mean, like, if you're a rich Twitch streamer, it makes sense to have Starlink on the car. Maybe in LA, someone will instantly steal the copper out of it, but if you can pull it off.
Chill, but it was fun.
All right, so here we are in the car, and I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a rundown of how this whole thing works. So we actually put the backpack right down here, with a little longer cables to reach the front. Starlink is actually mounted on the roof, and you run that via Ethernet.
Like, I'm so like jaded living in California, but that's instantly stolen. Instantly. The fuck?
with a little longer cables to reach the front.
San Diego,
Starlink's
maybe.
actually
Not in LA or the Bay. In the Bay, oh my god. Day one,
mounted
it's
on
gone.
the roof, and you run that via Ethernet into the backpack, and that allows us to have solid footage pretty much the entire trip. So in the back here, we have 2 mounted televisions. I plugged in a Fire Stick, so every time the car turned on, the Fire Stick would boot to my Twitch channel, so people in the back could also see themselves on Twitch and get chat as well. In the way back, we have
That's
AC
sick.
power, which can power the whole thing. Powers the Starlink, powers the backpack, powers everything, charges batteries. Up front, we have a FX3 with a wide-angle lens. You can pretty much see the whole car just from this front point of view. The cool thing, especially with the TV backpack, you're able to have more than one angle. We have a front-facing smaller camera, so you can see like the entire road, and we have 2 more cameras in the back. As you guys can see, wide angle. This is angle number 3, and this is the 4th camera that we have usually on our road trip. Another angle, another person. Usually on these road trips, each person stays in the one spot the whole time. The driver usually flop, but honestly, most people can't drive these days, don't know why.
Oh!
Emily, you just drove straight up
I
her
didn't see that.
When you're driving in a car, especially going 60.
Didn't age well. How long ago was this posted? 4 weeks ago. Was that before the red light? Nah, maybe after. I think the red light was more than a month ago, right?
55 plus miles an hour, it gets kind of loud. These little microphones like this, you pair them to the front camera. They're very small, very tiny.
So this is the mic I have, and I low-key want to take credit for this. Because I had this mic, and I streamed with Maya, and I think even in my stream, she goes, "Oh, what mics are these? These are really cool." And then she showed the scene, and then boom, they all got him. Obviously they would have eventually got him, but still, like Maya uses them now, but the very first time she seen it was when I was on my stream. Yeah, that exact girl ran a red light, the one that drove over the curb.
Don't know why.
Oh!
Emily, you just drove straight up
I
her.
didn't see that.
When you're driving in a car, especially going 65 plus miles an hour, it gets kind of loud. These little microphones like
They
this.
should pay me. I believe I got them for free, and I didn't really ever post much about them, but now all the streamers use them, so they got their Rick the Innovator. Yeah. Emily had several car incidents. The red light was only the latest. Yeah, I do remember she was texting and driving once. I actually watched that clip before I was like watching streamers. I
Yeah,
remember.
you pair them to the front camera. They're very small, very tiny. You can adjust the the gain and stuff on it. So
See, he's actually a noob, to be honest. When you buy those mics, see, look, he's got his logo covered. They actually give you things to cover the logo. So look, mine, I covered the logo with a smiley face, which they gave you. And then on my actual mic, they just have like a black thing. So I just put the black thing on. So I guess he like lost his original ones. And then he just put that tape on that looks like super ugly. Like that looks so ugly. Like, yeah, I can still see the logo. Look how much better mine is. It was in the packet if you wanted to put it on. He is a noob about everything. Don't let money fool you. He said he was tech guy. I guess he wasn't unboxing, keep track of the sticker guy. It looks so ugly like that. But I normally put the windshield on anyway.
the gain and stuff on it. So this car is pretty much self-sufficient as long as it has gas. You
Oh, they on his? Yeah, I guess
can
it's
for as long as you want. Never have to leave except to use the bathroom.
keep the mic on. I thought that was the logo.
The
No.
more people use it,
This is
the-
ugly.
The top guys that are on this have to have the best stuff if they want to try and be the best. It's a good product. I don't want people's streams out there, lagging. If you're serious, you need a serious pack.
How much is it?
It's just that simple.
Are we serious? I'm curious to see how much it is because live view is so expensive. Connect with our team. Does this even say paid promotion anywhere? You gotta disclose. I guess it's on their channel. Oh, is it one of these stupid doesn't even tell you the price? Buy/rent. Doesn't even tell you? What? I heard Starlink is the way to go. From my understanding of Starlink is it's good if for a place to get internet where you never would ever get it, but it's not like insane for high upload speed. So if you can get 5G, it's just better than Starlink. But if you're in the middle of nowhere when there's no 5G, then hell yeah, Starlink is sick. What I notice too when I drive and do road trips and stuff is that whenever there's mountains, whenever you drive through like a valley of mountains, it's cuts because the signal is getting blocked by the mountains. But Starlink, the signal goes straight up. So when you have Starlink, it will never get obstructed by the mountains, but maybe by a storm or something, it will mess it up, I think. I think I saw the price, but I can't remember how. That means it's like 10K. Yeah, I thought it's meant to be cheaper. TVU. It really doesn't say. But see, like, what the fuck? That just said 17,000 in the Google thing. 17,000. That's what I was about to say. Is like, you know how I was talking about getting a job and like careers and stuff. What if you just like you have all the tech and someone goes, I want to do a corporate event goes, I need to do a live stream of my stupid corporate thing, and you go, oh yeah, I'm the live stream technician or whatever. Like that would be kind of fun. Literally says 18K right there.